Pick up, are you ready? Yes. OSII, you ready? Yes. Okay, starting, 2, 1.
Let's go, OSII!
Må vi nå, eller vi... Henrik! 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 Ja. Hvis han ikke vil. Ok, ja.
Tror det blir litt sånn OSI, gamle OSI. All right. Right, seems like the commentary is on. And my, should I call you co-commentator, Henrik? Co-commentator, Henrik, El Presidente B. Lie. Hello. Is there, and we're watching OSI 1 playing
Two.
Poop.
It's OSI
That's
2,
us.
actually.
Is it
versus,
OSI? Okay.
Pickup team, isn't it?
Yeah,
Playing in
pick up.
those very nice Wizards of Oz jerseys from Oz, far to the south.
All right, so let's see. Floater from Jonas Golding over there into the abyss. And what do we see? What kind of setup do we see? Vertical stack in the end zone, that's how you do it. And let's see if they can get open on one of the sides of the end zone, which is usually what you want to do if you're in this kind of position. Ball on the disc, quick inside out. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Breakthrough, nothing you can do. So, what are you looking for?
Team rosters. I don't know all these names, so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
But we will do our best.
Have rosters? Let's see if we can organize some.
So just waiting for the next pull to come up now. OSI 2 took the first point of the game and is now up 1-0.
So we sadly don't really have any information on the player names right now. Some of them we know, of course, others we don't. So we'll just wing it. Score. 1-0. All right, so OSI on offense now. This weekend we have 2 teams of OSI who are coming with a total of something like 15 players, which they've divided into 2 teams. Evenly, so whether you see OSI 1 or 2 doesn't actually make any difference in terms of what to expect from the teams. Bala on the disc right now, he's an experienced handler, living in Hamburg, Germany actually, and occasionally he makes his way up to the cold north.
Very good flow from the pickup team right now.
Yeah. There we go, Bala definitely the go-to handler here with a couple of really nice throws. Nice outside in forehand. Nice, so the line of Bala doing the pull. Looks like he's the man for all throws for now. Lifting his arm to signal that they are ready, and when both teams have lifted their arms, that means the game starts. Alex, number 99, picks it up. Going forward, what do we see? We see it looks to me like a 2-3 setup, 2 handlers, 3 cutters.
Good interception from
Yet another good throw, but my God, that precision. It's easy to score if you have good throwers that just throw right at you when you appear somewhere in the end zone.
Absolutely.
You know what you're talking about because you're always being supplied with phenomenal passes.
All the time. So many goals scored.
Some quick tactics discussions as it looks like. Both teams have 2 girls on the line. That is something we like to see. Matching gender ratios on both lines. Ultimate Frisbee actually being one of the few sports where we have team sports where we have mixed as a very important part of the game. Working their way up the line here. Yeah, nice hand block over there. That backhand was meant to go around and into the corner.
Stian with the disc now, number 3 of the pickup team. Also an experienced player.
Looking up line. OSI doing a right-hand forehand force now. That means they are forcing down the line. A little bit of contact here. Oh, tough duel. Any calls?
Seems to be no calls on that.
Seems to be no calls on that. Quite physical. Yeah, that push is definitely problematic. Nope. Yeah, I think that's fine. The rest is incidental. And if it were, it's anyway up to the players to call fouls themselves and discuss the situation if needed. Sideline being really active, that's always good. Some extra motivation. Helps when you're coming with 2 teams. You basically have 1 gang of hooligans available at the sideline. Oos in a prime position to score here. Oos, I'm saying Oos, but it's the pickup team, of course. It's pickup team which actually consists partly of Wizards of Oz players. And that is 4-1 now. So OSI is struggling a little bit with getting their offenses through.
Yeah, OSI seems to have a few mistakes going on.
Yeah.
It's obviously a big difficulty when playing for a student team because you have a huge out and influx of new players.
Yeah, basically almost every semester you have to regroup.
Almost every 6 months you have new players coming in, and sometimes you're lucky, you get experienced players. Most times you get inexperienced players,
which is the whole point of having a student team, to recruit those guys.
Exactly, but that makes it also very difficult to make set plays work properly.
But now actually there's a quite experienced line on the field. Enid on the disc right now. Now a national team player for Norway. And Jonas can't get the disc over there, so I would say...
You can see the intention.
255, Sverre, Sverre, as he's also called sometimes. Jonas on the mark right now. They're both experienced. Verena, also experienced player from Austria, if I'm not mistaken. So 4 out of 5. I'm not sure about number 58. But yeah, good defense there. A lot of pressure on the D. So I think they should... Right now they have a height mismatch on number 58 for OSI and Bala, and I think there need to be some deep cuts and better deep throws. Supporting play, nice. Yeah,
good offline cut.
They have the chemistry going on. Sverre putting it in. Nice score by Verena here. Finally, a really nice play. Calm, looking for the opening, precise throwing. That's exactly what you need. And I think what OSI need now, if they want to come back from this 2 breaks that they have, 2 or 3 breaks that they are down, is winning consistently their offense points and just waiting for opportunities.
You can see how the pickup team has a very good patience in their team. There's no rushed passes. There's a lot of looks deep, as in right to the end zone, no matter where the disc is. But as soon as there's no options there, they're very quick with dumping the disc back, keeping it in the team.
Quick comment on Jonas's gloves. Paintball gloves, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
That allow us insight into the bones of his hand. Amazing.
X-ray.
It's basically, it's outside-in X-ray.
Technology, right?
Technology, yeah. It's incredible. 21st century.
And here we have the deep low.
Beautiful, but that's a bit long, I think. Nope. That was a bit too long. Absolutely beautifully floating forehand from Bala down the line there, but it appears that the field is a little bit too short for that. You could, of course, also argue that his throw wasn't on, but beautiful technique.
Another little rushed pass from OSI.
Yeah. They need to get close to their marks now. I think now it's absolutely crucial that they don't concede this next break, and they can force a throwaway there, a bit too high. So really need to keep their calm now. Nice, good early throws. That's nice. OSI losing their structure really early. They nicely set up the vertical stack. Do you see where they align 3 of their offensive players in a line in the beginning of the game? Another throwaway here. So yet another chance for OSI, but they need to maintain that structure. So right now, after 1 cut per person, it kind of falls apart. And the key thing is to maintain the structure, to give yourself space to cut in. Nice upline pass over here. Bala with the interception, and now that should be a prime opportunity. Break side, and that's a score.
What a score.
Really well done, Bala with the interception. And then beautifully executed by Bischoff.
You can see as well how the pickup team here is very reliant on their experienced players, especially Bala in this point. Yes, he did throw away 2 discs, but he was also the player who intercepted the OSI offense.
I'm not sure what the OSI force is here, because it was basically straight up. Alex wasn't on. He's kind of walking up to his player there. So that is something that you can definitely do, especially if you get exhausted. That is not a problem, but then you should still try and take away the break side. Because otherwise these break throws to really open players are simple. Verena completely open, Enid doesn't take the pass. I think another lesson to be learned here is usually if you have an open pass, just take it. Reset the clock. That looks a little hectic, but nice, okay. Yup.
Tall guys.
Tall guys, hashtag tall guys.
It's 3-5. So
I think this is something they need to utilize much more. If they have any sort of mismatch on height, that is good for them. They should just float these discs into the end zone. Jonas Kolding with the disc, waiting to be ready to pull. Let's see what they're actually forcing here.
It's a good pull. Balla with the disc.
So it looks like the pickup is playing more of a horizontal setup, meaning they spread their players out on the
very close to
across the field rather than putting them in one line.
But they keep the disc position.
Nice. Classic fake up the line. Get that space open and then just easy backhand. So yeah, lots of experience over there.
What do you think OSII needs to do here now to get back in the game?
The defense is a bit too far away from their markers. I don't think that has to be that way. I mean, psychology certainly plays a role. If you see that your plays aren't really working, that has an effect on your thoughts as well. So as I said, I think they need to get in a couple of points, get rolling. I mean, it's not over at all. They're only 3 points behind, as it looks like.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ended with the disc on the brick mark.
Nice deep throw. That's exactly perfect. Almost an internal OSI steal over there, but yeah, that's exactly what they need. Alex, tall guy, too reliable.
It's a quick
to
point back for
pluck that
OSI.
disc out of the ground. There's like a good 10 centimeter advantage there. That's exactly how you need to do it.
Now it's all about keeping that mentality, keeping that scoring mentality up. They know they can.
Yeah, they need. I think they need a break. They need to close in now if they want to have a chance.
Still 12 minutes of playtime.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, and I should complete that sentence at some point, but I'm not going to do that. Oh boy, that's what happens if you take the night train.
Not enough coffee for you so far.
I actually haven't had a cup after breakfast. I can't believe it.
Oh, a nice catch by Balla. And
Sverre tight on the D. That's exactly what you need to do now. Balla open, looking for opportunities.
Cuts in the end zone.
Nice.
Not coming.
Quick backhand.
They keep possession.
And up the line. Is that a defense? Nope. Couldn't see it from here.
That's
a point
with a score.
Nice. Well performed, yeah. I mean, very, very few mistakes right now from the pickup team. That's good to watch.
Yeah, I mean, this is originally a very interesting matchup. OSI being the team with a mix of inexperienced and experienced players, and the pickup team, which is basically the same thing, with people who not very often play with each other. That's the point of a pickup team. You just come to a tournament and you get placed in this team to play as individual players.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have a team that you can come with, you can usually sign up for this pickup team and you get thrown into a team with a bunch of players you might or might not know. And usually what these teams struggle with is just the mutual understanding, but it works really well here. Jonas looking for possibilities. Verena, Jonas going up the line. Nice save there from Verena. Something needs to happen up the line. That's exactly what needs to happen.
Another good save.
Another good save.
Look a little bit shaky now, OSI.
Yeah. But they're getting trapped on the sideline every time. They need to recenter it. Yeah, okay. Bit dodgy, but at least they got it off the line. That's good. And then cheap throwaway.
Throw away from Jonas. Another one, I'd say.
Jonas, if you will watch this video ever again, what were you thinking? But he gets it back with a nice D. Jonas, incredibly good defense player in my point of view. We'll see him diving every now and then too. Bala with another interception. Like, definitely nominated for the Man of the Match award here. Person of the match.
So secure with the disc.
So secure, and then they just capitalize on it. That's super well done.
8-4 now. This is slipping away from OSI slowly, but surely.
Yeah. Slipping away implies they had it in their hands. I think, yeah, it's a very.
They were up 1-0.
Touché.
Where we know that OSI has they're a team that never gives up.
That is true.
Fight in the next 9 minutes now for every single.
How do we
point.
know that? Why do we know them so well?
I have my contacts, some inside information myself.
Should we leave it at that explanation? Nice. Good working up the line. Alex Campbell with a nice overhead throw. Nice. That's a good and quick play. Alex is motivated. Wants to get it going quickly again.
We're back to a 3-point difference.
Alex really motivated now. That's important. So he's one of the coaches of the team, and in those situations, it's absolutely crucial that you make clear announcements on the line.
Clear instructions to the players.
Exactly. That was what I was trying to say. So they switched to a horizontal setup now.
And it's
no, they've been playing horizontal all day long. Yeah, but that's just too easy.
We've seen Andy do layouts before, but that's mainly on grass.
That's right. In indoor layouts, typically a painful endeavor.
And it, as well as we talked about, plays on the Norwegian national team.
That's right.
And was playing in the European Championships this summer.
Yep.
Unfortunately injured herself during one of those games. Got her knee out of the joint.
But definitely one of the players for the future of Norwegian Ultimate.
Absolutely, still young.
Looking for a safe option there. Jonas is there. Sverre coming around.
Nice
and up line cut over there. That's nice. Good option. Yeah, it's another thing is the end zone cuts need to be a bit more clear. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes. Beautifully played in the end. With the required amount of patience.
This looks now also to be the typical curse of OSI, that the first half of the game is not their half.
Yeah.
So they get another. It's been 3 points now difference for a whole 3 or 6 rather game points.
That's right.
And this is the typical.
You want to win a game, you have to play the whole time.
Exactly.
Wisdom spread by us.
By the veterans.
By the veterans. To the rest of it, take it as a gift from us to you.
Free of charge as well.
Free of charge as well.
Yes.
Almost a Callahan there. Yep. And now we're closing in. Interesting.
Very nice.
We're back to a 2-point game now.
Very nicely timed break point there for OSI.
5 minutes left on the clock. Around 5 minutes left. Another break now, and we're up for a very exciting final part of the game.
Absolutely. In the last 5 minutes, who has enough juice in their legs to run now?
Yeah, Alex looks like he is super keen to go. Good line on the field now.
Naturally born leader, that guy. Clear instructions, eager to play.
That's what you want.
Like
nice interception from Eni. From Eni.
Capitalizing this again.
Mixing the languages here.
Oh, a little bit too fast that.
Not enough glue on Verena's hands to catch that bullet.
Seem to be forcing against the grey wall.
See if they can get it back. Eni relatively far away from her opponent. Bala going up the line, gets it, not in. Cheeky, just somehow pushes it into the end zone.
It's another example of rushed play by OSII during their offensive part of that point.
Right.
Gets a little bit too excited.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. I don't know if you caught it, but Jonas just called for the sideline to go wild.
I would have done that 10 minutes ago.
Nice job by the sideline over there. That helps a lot. Another interception. Beautiful breakside throw. And Bala thought about the cheering before he actually caught the disc. That's rookies like Bala sometimes do that.
And
another throw away.
I would like to mention that the
camera still intact. Yeah, Bala knows it. He knows it. Look at the view in his face.
Stalling. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very decisive stalling here.
Bala's pivot actually looked a bit like it was outside there, and then he just like gently moved it into the field.
Cheeky travel.
Yeah, look at that. He has his pivot foot out. Yeah.
Play still going. A long throw from OSI towards Jonas. Just
Nice.
That's another break.
Never give up the disc. Pluck it up and score.
Disc is
8-10.
not dead until it hits the floor.
You speak the truth and only the truth.
Aye.
All right, about 2 minutes left in the game. 2-point game. Question is, can OSI get another break to at least force the game to go into extra time?
Ended with the pull here now.
So the rules there would be that if at the time where the buzzer goes off and the last point is being played, if the difference is less than 2, we play a game to 2 points more than... No, what? Oh my god. Like if it's 10-11, you play until 12.
Exactly. You get +1 on the leading team score.
Nicely put. Okay.
Pick up team with the disc here
trying
now.
to prevent such an extra time situation from happening. Upline cut.
There's a lot of upline cuts, but
Closed
good
down from
defending so
Verena,
far. And that's towed in.
Interesting. She really nicely managed to cut down the upline cut, and then somehow there was room for a little breakside
Corina
throw.
Gats with the score. A nice little toe-in. She was on her way out of the end zone, but managed to catch the disc while still having her feet planted in the end zone.
Yeah, Sverre requests the universe point in extra time. Let's see if his teammates can make it happen. Jonas hurrying to get to the break mark. Yeah, it's kind of what you need to do. That should have been a grab. Too bad.
Well done going up
Jonas
high.
going all the way. Close to a wrap here. Bala looking up the line, gets the throw in. Scuba.
It's the cheekiest
Bit wobbly, but good enough to secure the throw. And now it is 8-12. And I think that should seal the game. Yeah, the buzzer goes off. That means they will play the one last point now to secure the final score.
And that is the reason for that is that the next point immediately starts after a point is scored.
Yeah.
So there was 5 seconds left on the clock there when they scored that last point. That means the next point has already started, and we play that through. So one last chance for OSII to make the score look a little prettier.
Yeah. Looking for options. Gets the dump. Nice little give go. Oh! No look.
Open.
Nice. That was a nice little breakside backhand over there. All right, I think we need to
That wraps it up.
Warm up.
12-9 to pick up. Thank you all for a good game, and we'll leave it to the next commentators.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.